You're likely familiar with the classical concepts of traditional music theory, but in the late 17th century, one experimental and innovative theorist would change the landscape of music forever. Fasolatian was a Spanish composer residing in Germany when he invented the revolutionary and controversial concepts that expanded on the existing groundwork of theory laid centuries earlier by the renowned John Music. Fasolatido's musical philosophies and practices, which are now collectively known as Music 2 or Music 4D, were founded in speculation about fourth-dimensional figures warping into our three-dimensional reality. The most noteworthy updates to traditional music theory were the additions of new music notes based on never-before-heard frequencies. You may already know the 7 classical music notes. But Fasolatido's music update added 6 more. It's speculated that these frequencies are incomprehensible to humankind, as they are based on harmonizing vibrations occurring from a fourth, unimaginable dimension. Behold, a J major scale. With an expanded note pool came the need for a revamped way of organizing their harmonic patterns. After many balancing patches, Fasolatido settled on a reworked circle of fifths. The circle of fifths is a way to organize and understand the relationships between the 12 major and 12 minor keys in music. The circle of 5/7 concisely organizes the 24 major and minor keys in Music 4D. It begins similarly to the circle of fifths, but shifts into sevenths after L minor. Other notable additions in this patch include the introduction of the 5/5 time signature, featuring fifth notes and 1/3 1/5 notes. In addition to major, minor, diminished, and augmented note classes, or whatever those are called, senior and junior notes were established in this update. Following this patch, Fasolatido's hallmark experimentation put him on the map as he rounded out the roster of sharp and flat notes with blunt notes. When a blunt note is played at the same time as a sharp note, they cancel out and leave nothing but silence behind. If a blunt note and a flat note are played simultaneously, the blunt note punctures the flat, resulting in a rupture of the sound barrier. In 2006, the Q note was controversially demoted from a note to a dwarf note due to allegations of sustaining tonic relationships with minors. The version 1.17 update introduced the cello clef, which begins at L and has 6 lines instead of 5 just to mess with people. In addition, a fourth clef known as the woked clef was introduced, rounding out the 4 dimensions of Music 4D. It is denoted with that cool S next to the staff. To play notes on the woked clef, you will need a 4-dimensional piano. Here are some mnemonics to help you memorize the woked clef notes. Larry doesn't fight Henry's girlfriend. And cool electronic girl influences. The most recent music theory update reverted all of these changes due to balancing issues and brought back the Season 1 map to drum up popularity again. However, Do-Re-Mi, Fasolatido's legacy lives on in modern music theory, immortalized in the popularized system of solfège syllables.